Hey, what's up, everybody? D Amazing here, bringing another review. This time is of the SH Figuarts Shocker Combatman or Combatant, depending on how you romanize it. But sometimes it's gonna sound like I'm saying something else, but it's Shocker Combatman. In the meantime, no, let's get into this review. This is one of those staple Kamen Rider characters who consistently show up throughout the franchise. They are the army builders. They're the father. They are the guys who show up before the main villain, and they've been in the series and throughout the series in many shape and form. And these are the go-to guys. They're Kamen Rider's first villains. These are the renewal versions. I sold my old ones in an attempt to get as many of these new ones as possible. So I plan to get some more. Right now, I only have 3, and we're gonna jump into the articulation like I always do. One thing I want to point out is because I don't have the old one to compare to. I should have kept at least one. That was stupid of me. Is that these guys are smaller than their first original counterparts. They have definitely they are much smaller than their original. The original was actually really tall. They were in scale Marvel Legends. These guys not so much. They're more in scale with the Japanese stuff, more of the Kamen Rider size wise stuff. So articulation wise, you get arms that go really high up. They have bicep swivel. They actually can rotate really easily on 360 degrees. So much so that sometimes I actually lose track of what I'm doing. There's a tiny bit of butterfly joint that will allow you to rotate left and right, in and out, as you can see here. The neck can go up, it can go down, left and right. So he can pretty much take a beating as far as the upper body goes. Now, as far as ab crunch, articulation, things like that, you can actually rotate him a little left and right. You can go back, you can go forward. But as you can see, you get a nice little meld of it here. We can't go that far forward or back, but obviously, if you shave a little up top, you get a little bit of, you can just shave it and get a little bit more articulation. As far as the legs go, they go about this far out. They use a bit of the newer technology that they use on the X8 stuff. Legs can go forward, they're double jointed, and you get ankle pivot and rotation like this. You also get toe pivot. Now, the thing I love about these guys is that they're so cool and silly and stupid. It's just one of those things where, they kind of take this really powerful organization and you have these guys who are just, at this point, completely funny. Their facial expression is so bland and bleak. It's just really cool. It sucks what they, oh, excuse me. It sucks what they used to represent, but that's why they're probably made fun of so much now. But yeah, it happens. Now, as far as accessories and what he comes with, they come with the staff, which can be used as a weapon. Kamen Rider also uses a different version of this in the original show, which kind of is like a sword. You can see the detailing on each end, if I can get it to focus. It's right there. And it's on both ends. This little staff slash pole can be used as the bad guys. You also have the combat shocker knife, which has the insignia on it as well. It's a nice curved blade. It's really nice. This is one of their go-to weapons that they mostly use. They actually have hands to hold both each. So you have hands to hold the pole or the knife whenever you want. Then you get the open palms when they either beg for mercy or they try to get up or just cool things in general. And then you have the salute hands. Now, the thing about the salute hands, I don't really like the salute hands at all. But it is their go-to thing. So for Shaka, the salute hand, oh yeah, balling money, fadeaway. See, I actually use that hand for a fadeaway jumper shot now. But the shocker insignia thing, their thing is the whole hailing. This is the shocker thing. Now, I'm not a big fan of that for obvious reasons, but for accuracy's sake, they definitely give it to you to have it because, hail shocker and all that other stuff. But you can use the hand for many other things like martial arts hands, or you could do the whole Kuta no Ken. You already did. But overall, I'm really liking these guys. They are much smaller, but still very nice. Real quick, I want to get into a size comparison to compare these guys. You guys can stay in the background because you're going to get your butts beat later. Here he is next to an SH Figuarts Kamen Rider Alpha. So as you can see now, they're more in scale for the Kamen Rider stuff when they transform, because before they were like gigantic. Here he is next to a Articulated Icons Ninja. And these guys are more in scale with each other to show off the size comparison. Here he is with an SH Figuarts Shokeko Seiho Kamen Rider Kuga, or Shokek Seiho, however you want to pronounce it. The real bone sculpture. So size-wise, they line up really nicely, both of those guys. Now, next up, we're going to do some Marvel Legends, so you can compare it. So Marvel Legends, these guys are significantly smaller, but they still look really good for some apparent reason. It's almost like if you wanted those thugs that were too young to be thugs, but you had them in here. So you know what I mean? Next up, we're going to compare it to a Mezco Judge Dredd. So if you want to, go about the law with these guys, you can. So overall, they are much smaller, but they are an efficient and articulated, very good army builder. And if you are a fan of Kamen Rider, these things are a must-have. They show up in the franchise all the time. So if you are a Kamen Rider fan, you absolutely need at least 3 of these guys. And if you're not and you want to pass, there are plenty of other army builders that you can build, whether they're Hydras or Marvel Legends Shield Agents. There are plenty of other things that you can work it out. I've even done it with Jackals. So more power to you guys. In the meantime, guys, I hope you found it informative. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you enjoyed the photos at the end. The end all, the be all. Do good, be good, drink your water. Later, guys.